Welcome to Military. Here, we give you military insights based on facts. Please hit the subscription button as we proceed. The top 10 largest nuclear explosions on Earth. Number 10. Ivy Mike, 1952. In 1952, the US detonated the Mike device, the first ever hydrogen bomb, as part of Operation Ivy. Hydrogen bombs rely on nuclear fusion to amplify their explosions, producing much more explosive energy than atomic bombs that use nuclear fission. Weighing 140,000 pounds, the Ivy Mike test generated a yield of 10,400 kilotons. The explosion was 700 times more powerful than the atomic bomb known as the Little Boy, dropped on Hiroshima in 1945. Number 9. Castle Romeo, 1954. Castle Romeo was part of the Operation Castle series of US nuclear tests taking place on the Marshall Islands. Shockingly, the US was running out of islands to conduct tests, making Romeo the first ever bomb test conducted on a flatboat in the ocean. At 11,000 kilotons, the test produced more than double its predicted explosive energy of 4,000 kilotons. Its fireball is one of the most iconic images ever captured of a nuclear explosion. Number 8. Soviet Test 123, 1961. Test 123 was one of the 57 tests conducted by the Soviet Union in 1961. Most of these tests were conducted on the Novaya Zemlya archipelago in northwestern Russia. The bomb yielded 12,500 kilotons of explosive energy, enough to vaporize everything within a 2.1-mile radius. Number 7. Castle Yankee, 1954. Castle Yankee was the fifth test in Operation Castle. The explosion marked the second most powerful nuclear test by the US. It yielded 13,500 kilotons, much higher than the predicted yield of up to 10,000 kilotons. Within 4 days of the blast, its fallout reached Mexico City, roughly 7,100 miles away. Number 6. Castle Bravo, 1954. Castle Bravo, the first of the Castle Operation series, accidentally became the most powerful nuclear bomb tested by the US. Due to a design error, the explosive energy from the bomb reached 15,000 kilotons, 2.5 times what was expected. The mushroom cloud climbed up to roughly 25 miles. As a result of the test, an area of 7,000 square miles was contaminated, and inhabitants of nearby island were exposed to high levels of radioactive fallout. Traces of the blast were found in Australia, India, Japan, and Europe. Number 5, 4 and 3. Soviet Tests 173, 174, 147, 1962. In 1962, the Soviet Union conducted 78 nuclear tests, 3 of which produced the fifth, fourth, and third most powerful explosions in history. Tests 173, 174, and 147 each yielded around 20,000 kilotons. Due to the absolute secrecy of these tests, no photos or videos have been released. Number 2. Soviet Test 219, 1962. Test 219 was an atmospheric nuclear test carried out using an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, with the bomb exploding at a height of 2.3 miles above sea level. It was the second most powerful nuclear explosion, with a yield of 24,200 kilotons and a destructive radius of 25 miles. As we move to unveil the number 1 in our list, please support our channel by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you. Number 1. Tsar Bomba, 1961. Tsar Bomba, also called Big Ivan, needed a specially designed plane because it was too heavy to carry on conventional aircraft. The bomb was attached to a parachute to give the plane time to fly away. The explosion, which yielded 50,000 kilotons, obliterated an abandoned village 34 miles away and generated a 5.25 magnitude earthquake in the surrounding region. Tsar Bomba's mushroom cloud breached through the stratosphere to reach a height of over 37 miles, roughly about 4.5 times the height of Mount Everest. The 2 bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki had devastating consequences, and their explosive yields were only a fraction of the Tsar bomb explosions. This bomb has gone into a series of advanced technology and 100,000 kilotons are in place. Detonation of these top 10 megakilotons in all 4 corners of the world. The Earth recovery would probably take about 20 years, The vast majority of the human population would suffer extremely unpleasant deaths from burns, radiation, and starvation, and human civilization would likely collapse entirely. Russia seems to have the highest number of nuclear bombs, but the wake of B-83 in the US arsenal has left the world to tremble. We will take a look at US nuclear power versus Russian nuclear power in our next video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like for more contents like this.